everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In the NFC North, we've got two QBs ready to get it on. It's Aaron Rodgers and the Packers taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The play clock's running down.
Here we go now.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Shift together here from the D-line. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So that'll back him up 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 15 here behind the chains. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to get him for a loss of about 3. Play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Forced out to his left. And the Packers are in for the score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happens.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a good game. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They try again with Cohen. And some room to work. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Trubisky on first down, and this is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Clay Matthews able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Clay Matthews in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Now let's go. Leopard.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 1:57 to go in this first half. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. That was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now Trubisky lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second down following the incompletion. And the D looking like they may blitz. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Pernell McPhee, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Defense showing blitz. Third and long. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go.
Here's Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Fancy footwork by Charles. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Willie Young in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now the Packers get set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. The toss play to Montgomery. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Rodgers again now. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eddie Goldman able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clay Matthews with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
This is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.
Montana. I'm like, yeah, nice P,
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci.